Here we go. Welcome to object pronouns. So, we have been talking about all the different things that a pronoun can be within a sentence. So, yesterday and the day before, we were talking about pronouns as the subject of a sentence, which makes a little more sense. It's a little easier to see, right, when him, her, she, it, when those things are the subject of the sentence, when they're what the sentence is talking about. It's so much easier to see that. Object pronouns are a little more tricky. It's when it's used as the object of the verb or of a preposition. So it's when we're talking about a pronoun, which the object pronouns that we can use are the pronouns that we can use for object pronouns are me, us, you, him, her, it, and them. Those are the only pronouns that will be used as object pronouns. Me, us, you, him, her, it, them. And they can be used as the direct object, the indirect object, or the object of a preposition. Those are the three ways in which you can use object pronouns. You can use a pronoun as the object. The three ways that you can use a pronoun as the object of a sentence is as the direct object, the indirect object, or the object of a preposition. So we need to remind ourselves what these three things are. What's the direct object? It tells who, whom, or what after the verb. So after the verb, it's who or what receives the action of the verb. Remember, is the direct object. It's who or what is receiving the action of the verb, and it's found through asking who or what after the verb. My indirect object tells to whom or for whom or to who or for what the object is done, the action is done. So you say, you find the verb, you find the direct object, and then you say to whom or to what. And that's how you find the indirect object. And remember, the object of the preposition is the noun or pronoun that follows the preposition in the sentence. And we spent a lot of time within the last few weeks talking about prepositions, what they are, common prepositional words, prepositional phrases, things like that. So it's really important that we remember all of these as we move into talking about pronouns being used as the object of a sentence. So let's look at an example. Let's just dive straight in. My uncle took us to the museum. So the first thing, when we're finding an object pronoun in a sentence, we need to identify what the pronoun even is. What's the pronoun in the sentence? So if we look at the sentence, us is a pronoun. It's the plural, first person, us. Okay, my uncle took us to the sentence. Now it says here that the pronoun us is acting as the direct object. Because remember, the direct object tells you to who or what the action is done. So let's find the verb. The verb is took, right? The action of the sentence is took. My uncle took who or what? Who did my uncle take? Us. To where? The museum. My uncle took us to what? The museum. So the museum would be the indirect object, but the direct object of the sentence is us. So here's an example of a pronoun acting as a direct object. My pronoun, us, is acting as a direct object. To what the verb is happening? To us. He showed me ancient Greek vases. He showed me ancient Greek vases. The first thing that we need to do is find the pronoun. Now, there are two pronouns in this sentence, as you can see. He is a pronoun, and so is me. He is a pronoun, as is me. Now, we're talking about pronouns as the indirect object, the direct object, and the object of a preposition. So if we look at he is an example of a pronoun happening as the subject. He is the subject of the sentence. He is who the sentence is about. So he is not our pronoun that we're looking for in this sentence. He is the subject. So I need to see and figure out what kind of object me is. And now it says me is the indirect object of the sentence. How? He showed. Who or what did he show? He showed ancient Greek vases. So Greek vases would be the direct object of the sentence. To whom did he show ancient Greek vases? To me. So that's how me is the indirect object of the sentence. If we think about he showed, what did he show? Greek vases. To whom? To me. I think this is the last one. The guide explained the meaning of the images painted on them. The guide explained the meaning of the images painted on them. Okay, what is our pronoun in this sentence? Our pronoun in this sentence. It's them. Remember, them is a plural third person pronoun. Them. Okay, so now we need to figure out what kind of pronoun them is. What is it acting as in this sentence? So if we see them, right before them is a preposition. On is a preposition. And them is referring back to the images that was painted on them, referring to the vases. So them is the object of a preposition because it follows the preposition on. It's not the direct object, it's not the indirect object, it's the object of a preposition.